about the game?
Honestly, I think we started very well. You know, talking about the lineup, like you guys always know, I can't analyze game without talking about the lineup. So impressed about the lineup today. Honestly, this is what I want. You know, I said it in the last video. What I want is a derby game, a game whereby you go all out there, you prove yourself as a man. You know, just play the game, just play the game, and that's why I was filming the other game where we're kind of like playing low block against Arsenal. No, we can't do that. We can't do that. That's why I'm saying lineup today was 100%. You know, and that's why we started the game very well. In my own opinion, we started the game very well. A couple of shaky mistakes from Sanchez. The defensive line wasn't really too good because, you know, you're playing a 20-year-old, you know, Saad. Even though he's got loads of experience from the AFCON, the pressure, the intensity of Premier League is crazy. So, but in my own opinion, I think with the intensity of the game, I feel like we started very well. But in the points, you know, we get into the game and we just lost everything. We just lost everything, guys. I mean, I don't know. Nine red card in the season. We're 2 red card away from completing an exile, bro. This is crazy. When do we start to have that sort of discipline, bro? This is Chelsea FC. We've known this football club as a football club that always, you know, have a very, very good attribute. Not this rubbish, stinky attribute of getting 9 red card in the season, bro. How long do we go with this red card? Can these players just come with their common sense and have a discipline, bro? I don't know. You're not even in the position where you're stopping the goal. I'm not seeing Martinelli scoring that goal, bro. What are you doing, Neto? The first yellow card was uncalled for. It's uncalled for. How do we keep, you know, managing games? You know, and that's where the reality comes on, and that's where the reality of the ownership comes on. If you keep signing players, you know, young players who doesn't know how to manage game, and this is the problem you're going to find yourself. Today should have been a draw. The least result should have been a draw because I still believe that with the 2-1, we can still come into the game. We can still come into the game because we're fighting a battle with Arsenal. You know, we're man to man. We're doing our things. They're doing their things. You know, they scored 2 set pieces, which is not bad. You can consider set piece from anywhere, and you can see we also scored a set piece as well. But why do we keep getting a red card? The last game against Burnley, silly red card from Fofana, and the most craziest one was today. Because I don't know why. You've got to go after Martinelli. So guys, in my own opinion, I think this player needs to learn. They need to learn from this game today because realistically, looking at the table right now, you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm talking about. There's no hope of top 5. I'm not saying Liverpool dropping a point. United is skyrocketing. They're just killing anyone. You know, guys, we've got to learn from this loss. In my own opinion, this should have been a draw or probably get a 3-point, easy 3-point out of this game. You know, but at the end of the day, like I said, happy with the lineup because what really pisses me off these days is going into the game with a rubbish lineup. But today we get it right. It was a very good lineup. Individual performance, looking at the young age that we've got in the squad, honestly, I'm really impressed. Apart from the stupid red card, I'm really impressed. And I feel like I said, you know, in the last game, Rosinha needs to start thinking of, you know, a way of using one central defender. I don't see, you know, Casado and Santos. It's too much. I feel like in the 60-65 minutes, he should have taken one of them out and let's play, you know, more forward, bro. Let's play more forward. You know, we don't have anything to lose today than to just crunch Arsenal. We want to stop the hope of them winning the league. Like, you know, in 2007, they did the same thing to us. We're supposed to win the league, and they stopped us from winning the league. We should have done the same today. Unfortunately, we couldn't cross the line, and that red card kills everything. That red card is just uncalled for. I think Pedro Neto will be somewhere else and be thinking about how have I made this sort of stupid mistake. It's easy avoidable, just easy avoidable, bro. Easy.